Well, hello guys. So just as an introduction now, this is going to be Torridon Road goes walkabout, or as Mickey Flanagan would say, goes out. And I'm going to start the film will start. We're at the beginning of the footpath before it goes over the footbridge at the Grove Park carriage sidings. Okay, so that's what. Then we're gonna, so I'm gonna put that film on now. Okay, then I'll come back to you at the end. Then I will put on a film that I filmed from Google Maps Street View, giving you a location of where it is that we are. Give you a better understanding when I talk about the Hither Green, when I talk about the Grove Park rail depot and Grove Park station, and then also at the very end, which I'm not going to tell you now because you've got to watch the video. Why it is we went there. Okay, so this is the intro to the film. All right, so I hope you enjoy it. Sorry about the wind noise. I didn't it didn't feel windy, but when I played it back, sometimes the wind on the microphone, just took it all away, isn't it? So I've got the door open. So sad as it is that I haven't got the big tree anymore, they're still around. You may get them there. I don't know. Well, you might get sparrows or anything in there, so I thought I'll open the door because it's not cold. You might get something on them, but I still have to keep putting all the stuff there because they still eat it all. So I haven't lost them, they're around. Anyway, okay, so yeah, enjoy the film. Sorry about the wind noise and shoddy camera. I'm just an amateur, guys. All right, I just thought I'd try to do something, but I just thought it had, because the whole thing has got a local connection, which I thought you might be interested in. Plus the fact that to see railway infrastructure that big is quite nice, isn't it? To get that near. Right, enjoy. I'll be back. Right, we're going to start the journey here, guys. So I'm alongside the railway lines, as you can see, and what we're going to do is we're going to walk across the footbridge there. Okay, so it just means going up those steps, and then I'm going to take some more film from up the top there. Let's have a look. Right, so here we are. I've just come up the steps and we're on the footbridge now, and what you're looking at there is the Grove Park carriage sidings, and as you can see we've got the main lines here that are running. There we are, and I'm going to try and zoom in because there's the carriage sidings. That's what they are. So this is the marshalling, this is where they all lay up until the rush hour, until they're needed for the rush hour. So there they all are. It's a huge complex. This is just the carriage sidings on this side of the bridge. I'm going to walk to the other side in a minute, and then we're going to look on the other side. So yes, we're looking towards, after the sidings, it is Grove Park Station itself, and then on to Bromley, and then out to Alpington, Pettswood, Knockholt. Anyway, all going out into Kent that way. Okay, so that's where these lines go. So this is Network South East territory. That guy there's a guy there who's just walked literally about a mile from where you park. I'm going to show you in a minute. If you come here as a workman, he's there just behind the white huts there. He's probably walked about a mile in order to come up to the carriage sidings, to take a train out or something or other. My gosh, they certainly walk a long way where he's had to park. But there he is. So this guy there, poor bugger. That's a long walk. I'm pointing the camera through, railings at the moment, so hopefully the railings aren't getting in the way. But why have I come here today? To show you this. Well, this is all relevant, guys. This stretch of railway is quite relevant to something I'm going to tell you. Right, but I'm going to go across to the other side now. Right, so let's span across the bridge. This is the footbridge, the pedestrian footbridge. It's all boxed in with a wire. But down there below is where that guy has had to walk. You can see the yellow railings over there. And I'm going to stick the lens, I hope, through the so he has walked from where you can see the yard lights. Alright, he's walked all the way from down up there. So I'm trying to zoom in, I don't know if it does get it. So obviously in the distance is London. That is the Grove Park railway sidings or carriage sidings, yard, whatever, engineering yard, I don't know. You know, they've got in the lines up there onto the right, they've got some ballast wagons and whatever that get stored there, and that's where the people that work up here park their cars. Look, you can see there's two people walking along there now. See, they've got a long walk all the way along the fence. Look at that, look, oh dear. They're coming all the way up here. It's about a mile in order to do your job. But yeah, so in the distance there, where the yard lamp is, there's the yard. So that's obviously, yeah, so that's Grove Park Yard, I guess you can call that. And of course in the distance is London, the skyline of London. The line's going that way. The next stop will be Hither Green Junction. And at Hither Green Junction you've got in between the lines that take you up to London Bridge and Charing Cross and whatever, one way, and then the other way takes you down to Sidcup and that way, and I think it's Who Yard down in Kent. In that junction there is the Balfour Beatty's engineering yard, so they keep cranes there and you know, engineering stock and everything, so that's where they're kept. It's a bit quiet at the moment, not a lot of trains activity. You can see the amount of tracks there. There's some trains in there. There we go. There you go. So it's Network South East, and they're not exactly small trains, are they? But believe you me, they're absolutely rammed at the going to work or coming home from work, and yet there's I don't know how many coaches there, but sometimes it's a standing room only. So you think they're long trains, they're still not long enough. So what else we got there? Over there is the, let's change the lens. So this is Hither Green Cemetery over there, and it's in the cemetery that there are the poplar trees that my little green feathered friends that you see feeding outside my shed sometimes on my videos, this is where they come home to roost. They do like these sort of poplar trees that go all around the edge of the cemetery. It's a cemetery and it's a crematorium. Very nice, very peaceful. Although it's alongside the railway, believe me, it is quite a nice, peaceful place. Very good for bird watching as well. Lots of species of birds in there. But yes, so let's have a look. There's an overall look of the London. Now I'm going to get down and show you the significance of this route that I'm on. Let's go. Okay, so we come off the footbridge now, and we're now going to walk up this path. And this path has got the name that will give everything away when I tell you what it is. But I'm not telling you just yet. Right, see you at the top. Right, okay, so it's going to be a bit noisy because I'm on the main road here. There's the path I've just walked up. And this is a road called Baring Road. And down there it goes towards Lee, and in this direction, going up that way, is going off towards Grove Park. Okay, so Baring Road. Now what's important about this road is that there was a house here and a certain authoress lived here. And I'm going to give the game away by saying you that this path that I'm going to go back down to go back to the railways is called the Railway Children Walk. Yes, alright, so that's giving the game away. There goes the lorry behind me. Alright, let's get down to where the railway is again. And I think there is a sign which will explain it all. Well, unfortunately, this is the you know, the signage that tells you all about the area, but unfortunately it's suffering a bad case of rust. But this is what we're interested in, this lady here, and that's the house that used to be on Baring Road, and of course she is the authoress of the book The Railway Children. It's something E.S. Nesbitt. Okay, the house was called Three Gables, as you can see. And it now, the walk that I came down, and you can hear the trains because we're right near the trains, so we're going to have a look at the trains. So we're now going to go into the nature reserve where we get a lovely look at the railways, so let's do that. So we're going to go along this path here into the nature reserve. But that was it, guys. So I've come from Baring Road where she lived. The house is no longer there, it's been knocked down and the new building's been put up there. And it's she came down the path here to come to see the railways quite often, go to give her inspiration for the book, but as I'll tell you in a minute, she didn't base the Railway Children at this location. All right, so there's it, that goes off to the footbridge. So let's go into the park. Okay, I've come down to the edge of the fence there. I can still see well over the edge there. So that's the footbridge that I walked across. Okay, there it is there. And we're right alongside the lines now. Pardon me for being out of breath, it's quite a steep hill to come down. And right in front of me here is the path that those poor work, you know, they've got to walk all the way along here. And then of course you can't see much that way because the fence is in the way. See if I can lift the camera up over the fence. There you are. Don't know what that footbridge, I've no idea. Don't know if it's signals or if it's another footbridge for the workers here. He says wobbling, sorry. I don't know. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is see if I can catch some trains. Let's see. So yes, just to explain that although she lived on Baring Road, that's behind me, she would often take a walk to come down here to view the railways. And of course it was nothing like what it is now back in the day. But this is not where she set the book The Railway Children, okay, because she moved further out from Baring Road. Oh, there's a train, hold on. That's good, I got that one. Yeah, so she moved further out to a place called, is there another train coming back the other way? No. Near to where she based the book was a place called Knockholt, which it was about 1.5 miles from where she was actually living. But before the train goes into Knockholt station, it goes through a tunnel and also a cutting. And that's, as I can still hear a train, maybe there's one coming back the other way, I don't know. Annoyingly, guys, I could hear the whine of a Class 66 just, you know, a few moments ago. So it's obviously working the yard down there that's out of sight from us, I'm afraid. There's no way I can get access to it. But as I say, they keep, you know, they've got ballast wagons and things like that kept down there. So they obviously do have some heavy engines going there. But yes, so Knockholt. Before it gets into Knockholt, there is the perfect location for the Railway Children. There's a tunnel, there's the sidings, you know, so that's where she then started to write the book. But it's by coming down to here, by living so near to the railways, that she always had the railway to write a book about railways in her mind. And it was only then, when she moved out to that area, that she got the idea to write the book. So yeah, but this is not on my doorstep. This is 15 minutes away from where I live. Oh, here we go. Yeah, not small trains, are they? They're quite long, but they're. And there's another worker on the walk. Where is he? He's on his walk down there. to walk all this way, poor buggers. I've not got a train coming the other way yet, but still. So yeah, Hither Green, that side. To my left is Grove Park. Okay, that's enough. Maybe I'll go back to the bridge and then I've got more of a chance to see a train coming from there. But there we are, very quiet, peaceful. But we're lucky that this place exists because this is a railway. You know, this is well, not this bit. This is a nature reserve and a garden park, and then further along there's more railway-owned property. And we've got another guy in a high-vis vest walking back along, having to do the long walk. And it is a long walk. My gosh. That is a long way to come. I mean, I think you can get access to the plant or to the sidings from Grove Park itself, but there's no parking. So if if you're driving to work, you can't park your car up there. It's a bus station and the railway station, and a very busy. And oh, that's a quiet one. It's coming along quietly. All southeastern. Hello. Hello. Oh, you soppy boy. Hello. I've got a dog come up to see me. Yes. No, that's all right. No. No worries. That's it. That's off to Alpington and Sevenoaks and whatever. I don't know where it goes out that way. I just had a friendly dog come up to me whilst I was filming and talking to you. An owner with his dog has come out for a walk. He's only a young puppy and he's all full of beans. Right, I'm going to stop filming here. Let's go back to the bridge. So there we are. There's another look inside the sheds there. You can see all the commuter trains all being, ready, waiting till they're turn to be go and do the rails. And there's a guy, and I've just spoken to the guy, and yes, there is no other way of getting to these carriage sidings. They don't get down there from Grove Park. They have to walk all the way from the other end. Now, so there we are. So this is looking towards Grove Park. At the end of these carriage sidings is actually Grove Park and the station itself. But yeah, you can see all the trains in there waiting for their turn to go back onto the lines for the commuters run. Massive place, massive place. Imagine doing all that lot. Oh, birds are singing away here. It's a lovely, it's not a hot, it's perfect weather today. It's really nice. There we go. Right, let's have a look on the other side. There we are, we've got a train coming up this end. And you can see the exit now from this, from the sidings there, the signals that controls all the points. To the right there where the guy is walking, as I say, that's going off to the Grove Park Engineering Works, or that's where I swear I heard the sound of a Class 66. I'm not sure if I can see with the human eye a load of trains parked. More of the same. See if I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully it stays focused. So there, yeah, you can see there they are. See the trains. All right, and then past there again is the Grove Park, yard itself. So, and there of course is London. Where's the Shard? Should be able to see the Shard. The Guy's Hospital, maybe you can see. I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, there's the Gherkin. So So the shard would be there on the left, but it's just out of view. In actual fact, it's just beyond, it's beyond those rooftops there. Look, there's the top of the shard there, sticking out over the roof. So that's London. Oh, we've got 2 trains coming up. Here we go. I mean, they're very boring, guys, because it's all the same, isn't it? It's all commuter stock, unfortunately. That's all we have up here, and I don't know what locos they are. Being a train spotter down in South East Network, you know, it's a bit boring really, because once you've seen one, you've seen them all. There you go. Lovely jubbly. I'm on the wrong line. It's the line that I'm right above that comes right underneath me. I think they're doing the 60. I think the 60 is the speed limit along here. I'm sure I've seen a sign somewhere or other saying 60. That's the bit of green that I was in the park that I was standing on, looking over, you know, on the embankment, looking over the rails. That's where I was, standing on that grass there. So there you can see, it's not bad. Just out of interest, I guess, the huge marshalling yard lamps, look at that, they're massive, aren't they? There we go, that's what you got on the top of them. That is huge. So I've got a couple in my yard, but they're not as tall as that. And then there's another one, yeah, there she is, that's the one at the back. Massive things. Crikey. Right, come on, I want a train to come this way. I've just had a train come underneath me from the other side. I stood over the line, now I want one to come this way. So that's what's going to be next, I hope. And the last bit of film to finish the day. There we are, folks. It's what the layout is called after. Torridon Road goes down there and carries on down there. So that is Torridon Road. Right guys, so we're filming Google Street View to give you an idea of where, you know, what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the railways in my area. So here is Hither Green, and Hither Green is at the start of a junction, and this is what's in the middle of the junction, and we're looking at it in 3D, and this is the Network Rail Freight Depot, and here is the Balfour Beatty Depot. Now when you look at this, but whenever this day was done, so I can zoom in and you can see that they've got cranes there. There's even a Class 66 there. Look at that, look, let me just spin the thing around, hold on, there we are. So you've got your Class 66, you've got your Tampa wagons there, look, there's 1, 2 Tampa wagons, there's a crane over there. In the foreground here, there's more cranes and Tampa wagons. Yeah, there's even the I think somewhere or other there's my little crane that I've got on my layout somewhere around here. But you can, nevertheless, as you can see, there's oh, there's my crane. It's there. There's my crane is over there, and there's another huge crane here. So this is, as I said, so that's the junction, Hither Green Junction, where this depot is. Now we're going to follow the lines down to where we were filming yesterday. So it comes down from Hither Green, and here we are. These are the Grove Park Junction, Grove Park sidings here. Alright, you can see all the wagons there, not the wagons, obviously all the commuter trains all parked up, and the same on this side as well. And this is the Grove Park Rail Depot. I'll zoom in on this one because this is where I'll say on the film where they park the cars and then have to go and do that long walk up the line. So I'm going to zoom in, and this is where I said yesterday here I could sworn I heard a Class 66, and just looking at the location it's no wonder, yeah, but as it is, there are ballast wagons there. And then further along here are all the commuter trains, and as you can see, rather large, and that side as well as this side. Okay, so now we're going to follow it along, turn it round. So that's, so Hither Green's up here, the junction's up here. This is the first part of the sidings. There is one footbridge. That's not the one I was on. The one I was on is here. There we are. So I was walking across this one. Okay, here is the Grove Park Nature Reserve, and that green area, this green area there is where I walked down to, and I said I was trying to film the trains where the dog came up to me and everything, and that's where I said I swear I can hear a Class 66. Well, it's no wonder because the you know, the sidings are just up there. But I was on that footbridge crossing over here, yeah, and then as we come further along, there's the carriageways. Let me just turn it round, hold on. So that's where I was laughing about the poor people having to walk all the way down the line. And in the distance here, that's Grove Park Station itself. But yeah, so there we are. That's where we was looking. So I was walking along this bridge yesterday and watching the people walk all that long walk, you know, all the way down here. They are crikey, you know, and yeah, and that's where I was standing on the green. So here, look, Hither Green Cemetery. That's where the green parakeets roost at night. They love these popular trees, which go all round the cemetery and the you know, the crematorium. But there we are, guys. All right, I just hopefully, you know, wanted to see that. And now next thing I'm going to show you is where the authoress, once you moved here from Baring Road, I think yeah, I think if just trying to sort of see it. Hold on, just sorry, bear with me. Yeah, where she lived, up here on Baring Road, that's where she lived. So she walked down. Let me just try and get to this where it was. So where's the main road? There we are. Let's just zoom in across it now. Sorry, there we are. So this is Baring Road here. Okay, and I think this is a line that is saying, it's if you can't read it on the camera, but it says Railway Children Walk. All right, so she lived. It's these block of flats here. She had a house like that, and it was there. So and this is Baring Road, as you can see. So yeah, she was able, you know, very quick walk, and she would get down to the railways as it would have been back in the day. However, she didn't live there all the time. This is not where she wrote the book, The Railway Children, even though it's called that. You know, we call it all after her. She moved out to this place. Let's have a look. Right, so she moved to this village in Kent called Halstead. Okay. Now, the railways are nowhere near it. The nearest railway station is up here on the map, which is Knockholt. So she would have had to go to that railway station. Okay. Now, let me show you why she probably had the idea for the Railway Children by looking at 3D view at Knockholt Station, because Knockholt Station there, I'm going to zoom in, hold on, I'll be back with you once I've got it all sorted. Okay, so here, this is saying it's Knockholt Station, so obviously the railway line's there. Not much to look at looking down in 3D view map. But now watch this, guys. When we follow the track along, right, this is the A21, which is, as you can see, is a two dual carriageways side by side. That obviously wasn't there back in her day, so imagine that gone. But look what happens when you follow the railway lines along. All of a sudden, we have a tunnel. And if I turn the view around, because it's in 3D view, you see the tunnel is in a cutting. You see? Which is exactly what the Railway Children, the book, is based upon, isn't it? See, when you come back, imagine that road wasn't there. This would all be just green fields and everything back in the day. And then we're here at the station. All right. So now, I use Google. Now I'm going to use a Google 3D Street View to be standing on the bridge, and we'll look at the bridge itself. Hold on. So there we are. So using Street View, that's the best view you can get, because obviously as a pedestrian you couldn't come along this A21 here. So this is using Google Maps Street View, and there we are. So you got the you know, side cutting either side, and then the tunnel in there, and it's the only tunnel along the line. So the fact that she wrote a book, you know, based on the fact of stopping a train, you know, accident at the tunnel and one thing another, yeah, it had to be here. Okay, so that is it, guys. So hope you enjoyed that. Well, that's it, guys. All right, so hope you enjoyed it all. You know, sorry I had to, you know, I used the Google Street Map in order to sort of show you. To be honest, I did a little bit of research. I mean, you know, looked her up in, you know, Wikipedia and all the rest of it to see where she's moved to. And when it said where she moved to, and it was 1.5 miles away from Knockholt railway station, I thought, blimey, you know. But then when I went to the railway station and followed the line along, it was a no-brainer, isn't it? I mean, there's the railway tunnel, there's you know, there's the cutting and everything. It was absolutely, you know, although it doesn't look anything like that on the Railway Children film. Well, don't forget they filmed that. I don't know where they filmed that, but that's the location she based the book on. You know, because from her own personal experience. Okay, so yeah, all right. So well, I hope you enjoyed that. So that was the connection, the authoress of the Railway Children, the little connection here. All right, so yeah, I don't know if I can do, you know, maybe do another one again, something else. There's another little interesting thing. Funny enough, tied in with the Hither Green Cemetery again. There's a memorial there, so maybe I'll do another little film. Nothing to do with the railways, just the local history of where I live. All right. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Yeah, just a bit of fun, innit? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. All right, all the very, very best. Bye, people. Bye-bye.